Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers Universitas Islam Bandung Unisba as an esteemed organizer of the 5th Bandung Annual International Conference 2022. It is really an honor to have the opportunity to present my research paper today. Let me introduce myself. I am Siti Majidah and I am in my third year of pursuing my bachelor's degree in Halal Science at University Islam Sultan Sharif Ali. I'm here today to present on the role of industry players in generating Brunei Darussalam's halal industry development. Without further ado, let's begin with the introduction. This is the presentation outline, and now let's start with a brief introduction. The global halal industry is one of the world's largest consumer market, and it is growing and becoming a significant industry both locally and internationally. The growing Muslim population around the world has caused a massive demand for halal products, rising consumer awareness, favorable acceptance among non-Muslim, and migrations in the demand for halal goods and services continue to increase. The world overall Muslim population is also predicted to rise by 35% by 2030, reaching 2.2 billion people of the world population, indicating that demand for halal will continue to grow. Even though the COVID-19 pandemic has hit the growth performance for the halal industry, it is estimated that the size of the global halal market will climb to $6.0 trillion mark in 2024. Halal today is not merely a spiritual expression of what is permissible. Rather, it is beyond religious compliance. Rather, it is a unification between the Muslim world and the rasant growing global market of production, trade, and consumption, and now has evolved into a major market force for Muslim and non-Muslim alike. In short, halal products and services are not designed or produced only for Muslims living around the globe. People from other religions and beliefs are also interested in and do consume halal products and services due to the health or ethical concern. The addition of the word halal also to a product has become a global symbol of quality assurance and lifestyle choice. This is demonstrated by the fact that a great number of non-Muslim countries in the West are making attempts to gain a foothold in the halal industries and are now becoming the key providers of the world halal industry. For example, Mexico, Russia, Japan, Thailand, South Korea, and Spain, they have already developed halal industrial activities, and as much as 90% of the world product originated in non-Muslim countries. Hence, the government of Brunei Darussalam is focusing its effort not only on the halal food industry, but also on the overall development of the Brunei's halal industry. Indeed, Brunei can become a global player because of its strength, as Brunei has a variety of different agencies that monitor halal products and play diverse roles in verifying the halal status of products in terms of food and beverages, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetics. Furthermore, the Brunei Islamic Religious Council (MUIC), they serve as the national halal certifying body, is considered one of the strict halal certifying body in the region, and Brunei becoming a global recognition notified to the OIC and has the identity verification with the World Trade Organization. Moreover, as a Muslim majority country with a total Muslim population of 78%, consumers in the country they have developed a high level of trust in local halal products. Besides that, the country's implementations of strong Islamic laws and values, as Zikr nations and Malay Islamic monarchies, practice a strength that can develop it into a global halal hub. Therefore, to strengthen the aspirations of Brunei Darussalam Wawasan 2035, industry players indeed they play a significant role in establishing the integrity of the halal product they produce as well as determining the development of the Brunei halal industry. As a result, this study aims to evaluate the role of industry players in Brunei Darussalam as well as the challenges they face in shaping the direction the government take in the development of the local halal industry. Now, let us discuss on the real definitions of industry player. Industry player is a key player in an industry or sector. So producer, wholesaler, distributor, and retailer, they serve the ever-growing need, and the term players implies an active and perhaps influential positions. So each halal industry players, they has a distinct functions to perform, including specified customer to service and unique effect on supply and demand across the industry. Every step from the seed to fork appeared to be crucial before consumption, especially for Muslim customers. For example, in the halal food industry, industry players they must ensure that the entire supply chain, including animal slaughter, storage, display, and preparations, adheres to the local halal standard. This is to maintain of hygiene, sanitation, and safety. However, there is challenges and some issues in the field of halal industry, such as the misuse of Islamic symbol and phrases on product packaging. It's a labeling major worry in halal industry sector, as it would be highly irresponsible and inappropriate for manufacturer to purposely challenge Muslim by introducing non-halal elements into halal food, clothing, and services, as this will erode consumer confidence, lowering the integrity of this product and posing a threat to the market's growth. Moreover, Brunei Halal logistic infrastructure lack the capacity and capability to handle halal deliveries. Halal logistic infrastructure will necessitate halal transport carrier, halal warehouses and storage facilities, as well as port and terminal, all of which are critical components of the halal supply chain. Unfortunately, in Brunei, these facilities do not exist. To support the country's rising halal import and export, as well as to attract potential investors, dedicated halal logistic infrastructure are necessary while maintaining halal integrity and boosting the halal value chain. A quantitative study on the Brunei Darussalam population's view on the significance of the role of industry players in the development of the local halal industry was conducted, in addition to the analysis of relevant articles, journal, and theses. To collect data, a web-based survey with a cross-sectional design was carried out. As many as 150 respondents were recruited for the survey, and all of the respondents were undergraduate students majoring in halal science at Unisa. In June of 2020, the survey was sent over WhatsApp and Telegram groups, which were then connected to the survey's corresponding Google Forms page. The data were analyzed using descriptive statistic in the form of a frequency table, which shows the number and percentage of observation in each variable category. According to the data analyzed, female halal science students have the highest frequency with 68.7%, followed by 88% of students aged 18 to 25 years old. Based on the data, Year 3 student is the one with the largest frequency among undergraduate students, accounting for 44.7%, followed by Year 2 and 4. Due to the newest admissions in August 2022, the survey was unable to obtain the first-year undergraduate student. Next is on the Brunei population view on the leading halal industry in Brunei Darussalam, with 92% of the respondents believe that the food industry is the leading halal sector in Brunei, followed by the entertainment industry and pharmaceutical, respectively, with 8% and 4% as illustrated in Table 2. The majority of halal science students they believe that Brunei Darussalam had the potential to develop into a major halal hub, particularly in terms of providing the world with comparatively strong halal brand food product. Brunei Darussalam is known for its rigorous halal certification requirement before allowing local halal brands to sell their product to the general public. Therefore, based on the result, 98% of respondents they believe that it is obvious that industry players they do plays a significant role in the development of the halal industry sector in Brunei Darussalam, since they will be responsible for producing, distributing, and preserving the halal integrity of the product throughout the entire supply chain from seed to fork. Respondents also stated that some other stakeholders and agencies they do play a role in the development of the Brunei halal industry, which is illustrated in Table 4. The majority of students believe that policymakers they play a significant role in the development of the halal industry in Brunei Darussalam, as they will strengthen and continuously improve the policy, standard, and regulations to meet the ever-changing halal ecosystem as well as conduct inspections of all halal industries in Brunei Darussalam to ensure that the producers adhere to the standard and guidelines set out and do not transgress the laws stipulated by the government. From the data obtained, it is indeed that the industry players they have a significant role in shaping the government direction to the local halal industry development in Brunei Darussalam, in which every producer they must ensure that the food, pharmaceutical, and cosmetic they manufacture are halal and of excellent quality. However, this does not just entail inspecting the ingredients, but also ensuring that the entire process adheres to Sharia standards. The role of the industry player here is to ensure that the entire value chain can provide the highest standard, which includes ethical and sustainable farming, transportation, slaughter, processing, and logistics to provide integrity throughout the supply chain. Furthermore, the role of the industry player here is also to manufacture products that the ingredient used in the product such as gelatin, animal-derived emulsifier, enzyme, lecithin, and glycerin, as well as a range of chemical and nutritional additives like flavorings and colorings used, they must be categorized as poke-free in their physical existence and of excellent quality. In terms of ingredients, the manufacturers they must be aware of the requirement for alcohol level, use halal gelatin sources and halal-based additives that conform to Islamic dietary laws, as well as to avoid any doubtful material such as those found in the confectionery cane and frozen food. Thus, the market they need education for more natural alternatives such as alginates and pectin, which can be reformulated to offer the same physical properties. Hence, using Halal Assurance Management System, HACCP, and GMP to assure Sharia compliant products is critical. The role of industry player and notable producer in terms of packaging and labeling must according to the halal standard of Brunei Darussalam. It shall be suitable, packed using packaging materials that are not made from raw materials that have been decreed as najis by Sharia, hazardous to health, and not prepared, processed, or manufactured using equipment that is contaminated with things that have been decreed as najis by Sharia and physically separated from any other packaging material that have been decreed as najis by Sharia. For Brunei to develop its industry, the country they must develop a greater connection with international partners, starting with the Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, East Asian growth area to attract foreign direct investment and make Brunei product well known, particularly in food manufacturing. This is in line with His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassan al Bolkiah, Muizzuddin Wad Daulah Ibni Al-Marhum Sultan Haji Omar Ali Saifuddin Sadul Khairuddin, Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam. The five keys to becoming a successful industry player are having the best sourcing and manufacturing capabilities, finding the best regulatory team to understand and navigate regulations, having deep customer insight, having customer insight to lead the core product line, and having a consistent research and development investment to create new and innovative products. Hence, Brunei must establish strong brands that guarantee the quality of the product, the marketing messaging, the packaging, and the overall process. It is time for Brunei to promote the Brunei brand by using traditional Brunei goods such as bedak kelulut to have a proper packaging, labeling, and handling so that the product can reach worldwide. In addition, they should have active collaboration with key parallel interest groups such as organic, vegan, ethical, environmental right might be the key to further strengthening the value of halal cosmetic product in the global market. Furthermore, the growing advanced food industry today has provided a variety of food substances that are initiated from either plant or animal origins. So most of the time, consumers they are unable to determine which food are halal simply by reading the label on the packaging. This is due to some producers they are using specific terminology of the component in their product, in which the terms are most probably unknown by the average consumer. So these lead to suspicions, and because of their unfamiliarity with the content, it is recommended for the industry players to label their product. More details, such as the use of E-code, should be more clearer. Brunei Darussalam should also develop food traceability to increase full transparency about what's in food and how it is created. It is suggested that halal food traceability should be able to follow the movement of a food through specified stages, production, processing, and distribution. In conclusion, the halal industry in Brunei Darussalam is still in its early stages. However, Brunei aspires to be one of the region's worldwide halal hub, providing halal products as well as halal services. Even though it is still a new country among its neighbors, Brunei is working to improve halal is halal business with the full cooperation of the government and necessary authorities. To better govern the local halal business, laws and policies have been created. Not only that, but workshop and training for local small and medium businesses are also available. So all of these activities are aimed at providing possibilities for local businesses to develop. Furthermore, the involvement of industry players in the growth of the halal industry is unquestionably vital because they will be responsible for producing local halal brands that adhere to the government standards which are based on the Islamic law. Before I conclude, I would like to express my gratitude to the Universitas Islam Bandung Unisba as an esteemed organizer of the 5th Bandung Annual International Conference 2022 for the opportunity given, and to thank everyone for their attention. I'll be pleased to answer any questions you might have, or if you have any further inquiries, you can just get in touch with me via my institutional email. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.